Can you tell us about yourself? Introduce yourself. Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Joan Fontcuberta. I was born in Barcelona. I'm a visual artist and I focus mainly in photography and camera-based images. My work is having a kind of conceptual goal. I'm not interested in the formalistic aspect of photographic production, but instead in the semiotic nature of how information transmitted through photographic means imposes a sense of truth over the audience. My work tries to fool the viewer, tries to set the public in the position of having a doubt. So I try to mix up reality and fiction and let the spectator to decide what's actual and what's just invention. So somehow I feel this kind of a strategy is quite pedagogic or prophylactic, in the sense that I'm trying to teach the viewer to mistrust information. I'm trying to confront our attitude towards the authority of mass media, of the political establishment, of science, of all kind of authoritarian institution. Usually we are educated understanding photography as an evidence of reality. So somehow photography is a set of ideological concerns which are imposed in our interpretation of photographic information: memory, truth, archive, identity, and so on. And I try to break this conventional interpretation and make people think more critically. I don't want to fool people. I want people react. I want people become more skeptical. But I want that they do that in a self-taught way. Images compose our sense of the world, and in such a way we live in between, among pictures. So we should learn how to survive to this new situation. Actually, it's very easy to realize how there's a mass production of images, and this creates a new kind of human being that we could call the Homo photographicus. I mean, that after following the species of Homo sapiens, we are currently welcoming the Homo photographicus. And in such a context, images play a different role. They dialogue with us in another way. And somehow the problem is that they are taking control. All the important activities in human life occur through images. So somehow we are losing the sovereignty of images, and we should get it back. I do believe that nowadays algorithms and artificial intelligence prevail over the camera and the eye in order to set the standards of our visual culture.
Have you experimented with machine learning and artificial intelligence?
Yes, I've been, in my last projects, I'm collaborating with a friend and an artist, a partner, who is neighboring my studio here. I mean, also working in Rocambert Fábrica de las Arts as a creative context. Her name is Pilar Rosado, and we both work with GAN, generative adversarial networks, in order to produce images which look like photographs, but are completely computer generated. So I'm very interested in this new technology, because it's completely revolutionary in the sense that it will radically change photographic culture. Recently, I got an archive from a Mexican newspaper, which was a kind of tabloid devoted to murders and bloody things. It was composed about 50,000 photographs of dead people, accidents, rapes, all kind of really tragic events. And we've been working with our algorithm to predict new murders, which is quite funny in terms of speculative thinking, because we have, I mean, how all these forensic or police-made images look like, and the algorithm is able to predict pictures of things that maybe will happen in the future. Being interested in photography, I've been used to the idea of the culture of prediction. Photography has been implementing this idea of how we can predict what will happen. And this idea of uncertainty is somehow related to chance. Photography has been considered the art of chance, because it's not handmade, and the fact that many different technological devices are being introduced in the way the picture is released creates a kind of uncertainty regarding the result. And this has been very crucial for several historical artistic movements. For instance, Surrealism believed that chance or the unexpected, the accidents should prevail in order to provide new ideas. So I feel that photography is a good battlefield for these kinds of concepts, prediction and chance.
Which both are important when we think about the future, because I think that we are always curious of what's next.
Well, we could consider human progress as a conquest regarding prediction. I mean that you need to anticipate what will happen in order to prevent it. And suddenly there's something unexpected, like the COVID, and this completely breaks our sense of security. So I think that this situation is terrible, but at the same time it's illustrating, it's very didactic, very pedagogic regarding how we should be aware of the impossibility of predicting everything. There's always a space for surprise.
Fortunately.
Yeah.
Even with all these internet algorithms.
Yes. Well, even in technology we have the glitch, which is also a very interesting concept, which is the miracle of the mistake. I mean, you establish a script, a software, and everything looks perfect, but suddenly it doesn't work, and you don't know why. And then you reset the system, and now it's working. So it's really astonishing. I mean, because you don't understand. It's like magic somehow. And I like this idea that we should remain humble and modest, and believe that technology is not God, and that sometimes there are these kind of unexpected events happening, which provide a human dimension to this technological world. Of course, we are not treating our planet in the right way, and again, I think that the pandemics of the COVID is like a metaphor, because the viruses are infecting us in the same way we, mankind, are infecting our environment. So somehow there's a kind of the correspondence, kind of parallel idea of infection, and maybe what we are suffering now is a warning for the future. Maybe the COVID is very dramatic, very tragic in terms of health and casualties and economy and psychology and so on. But worse things might happen in the future if we don't correct our collective behavior regarding the planet.